Thanks for coming. So we are here to talk about, first of all, what network marketing is, try to understand and demystify what it is, and try to spot, because Mr. Wojcicki has a lot of experience in the financial sector as well, and he was a lawyer for a number of years before he went into network marketing. And so we'll try and get advice on how to spot Ponzi schemes and how to detect fraud. Some of these schemes have been presented as network marketing businesses. Yes, some of these frauds have been presented as such. So, what's the difference between what you do and what we've heard of in recent times? We'll be going into all of these issues. So, if you have any questions at all about network marketing, about Max International, about fraud, about money and how to keep it safely, send them in 0244 340 437 at Joy997 FM is the Twitter handle. Joy99.7 FM is the Facebook page. The hashtag is JoySMS. Before I go ahead, though, I have a few messages here on some of the issues we've been discussing. This one says, poor lighting and the lack of forensic capacity of the police cannot be ignored. This emboldens criminals as prospect of detection is close to zero. You don't want to be identified, but thanks for listening. Thanks for sending in your comments. So poor lighting on our streets, lack of forensic capacity of the police is a very serious thing. We're going to take the Joy Business Minute. But before, okay, today is Thursday. And we were unable to ring your hotline this week, pardon us. But let me take a few more messages before we go on. Unfortunately, the police in Ghana is focusing on victimizing people perceived to be bad and not necessarily applying intelligence to their work. So minority groups like Rastafarians suffer extreme brutality at the hands of the police. The general public does not react much when innocent people like Rastafarians are victimized. We need the police to apply evidence-based decision-making and not be emotional and judgmental in dealing with people because of the general perception of the society. Hi, Daniel. It's sad that our security hasn't been able to investigate and convict criminals till date of the many unfortunate killings. Elsewhere, everyone is looped into a DNA database and fingerprints and other technologies are applied to apprehend criminals. We are in deep crisis and there must be a tactical way our police should be able to solve crimes, and authorities must wake up and act. Police must be professional and stop taking bribes. Oh, Ghana. Dennis from Tema. It's 9:01. Your text messages are sent in, are brought to you by Afrodan and Bachman's Last Year a Lifetime. Afrodan is offering you today the most comfortable chair in the world, the Nightingale Extreme Comfort Chair. It has over 10 thoughtfully engineered features, especially customized for your health and comfort. So working has never had it this good. But then if you're a real super football fan, this is your chance to see your favorite teams go head-to-head live in their home stadia in the UK. Simply open a Barclays Ultimate account, maintain a balance of at least 500 Ghana cedis, and swipe to make payments using your Barclays card as often as you can to win an all-expenses-paid trip to the UK to watch your favorite teams go head-to-head live. You can also win a stadium experience in our local Superfan penthouse and take away exciting home items and your favorite team souvenirs. Barclays is part of the ABSA family. Let me now come back to my guest, Joe Wojcicki. Mr. Wojcicki, good morning once again. Thanks again for joining us.
So happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Now, you a Harvard Law graduate.
Yes.
Way back in 1992.
Hey, easy on the way back there, huh?
It's not, if I told you where I was in 1992, you would understand. But I must protect myself in this conversation. Yes, but you graduated Harvard Law back then, and you, while progressing your career, we understand you worked and represented with international banking institutions, so you are very familiar with the financial sector.
Yes, I spent 15 years working as a finance lawyer in New York, working on some of the most complicated financial transactions in the world. I represented some of the biggest banks, and I worked to protect their interest. Certainly, I have seen every type of financial transaction that's out there.
That's great. And in 2008, in one of the most interesting periods in the world financially, you stumbled upon Max in some way.
Well, I was hired by Max. So, and very interesting coming up to the financial crisis. One of the things that I did for my clients, one of my big clients was the Bank of Tokyo Mitsubishi. and I would review all of the transactions in which they were participating. And of course, they were participating in a lot of the mortgage-backed securities and the transactions there. And fortunately for my clients, I looked at those deals and said, you know what, the securities aren't matching what the documentation says. You should not participate in this deal. And it became very obvious upon doing diligence as a finance lawyer that there was a very serious issue in the mortgage-backed securities market. I, in fact, went to Fox Business News in New York and told them, you know, we're about to have a major financial crisis based upon the documentation that I was seeing in doing diligence on these deals.
So basically, you saw it coming.
Absolutely.
Great. It really sets the stage for the conversation that we are going to have. Of course, I will not tax you too much to talk about Ghana's financial sector because I don't know how long you've been looking at what we've been doing. But fraud and Ponzi schemes are a global phenomenon.
Yes.
And whenever people are required to part with money in the form of an investment, we expect a return. But how do we know that where our money is going is safe for us?
Well, it depends upon, number one, the regulations in the industry. You have various sectors that are supposed to monitor and check to have a certain degree of safety. Right? The SEC here, the SEC in the United States, tries to monitor companies to make sure that they're behaving in certain ways. There is never a good solution for fraud, however, because if a person is determined enough to break the law, to steal people's money, it's very tough to prevent that. What people can do is really focus on doing their diligence, making sure that they understand the investments that they're putting their money into. And we really all, as a society, government, private sector, have to work together. Media, we have to work together to try to protect each other. That's very, very important. And that's what's ultimately going to be the best protection.
That's great. But apart from the institutional work that has to be done with the media as an institution or government as an institution, individuals also need to know and be empowered. And here on the Super Morning Show, we love to speak to people on an individual level because it's about you and your money. It's not about 10,000 or 20,000 people and their investments. So speak to that person sitting in his car and in his office out there. When they hear that they have to invest in something, what are the big questions to ask?
Well, number one, you never have to invest in anything. Being in a rush to make money is a very, very big mistake. You should take your time, right? If an investment is a good investment, it'll be there. So take your time and do your diligence. Ask good questions. Ask for references of the individual that you're placing your money with. Call those references. Make sure you understand that individual's history, where they've been, what they've done, what the returns have been. I start to get suspicious when I hear somebody say, you got to do it now. Hey, it's going to be gone tomorrow. Oh, you better do it. For the people here in Ghana who are listening in the car, you look around your environment. There are so many opportunities. This is a very growing economy. And there's going to be opportunity everywhere if you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to put your time in. There's going to be tremendous, tremendous success. I mean, I've been doing business now in Ghana for about 5 years, and it's gotten better every year. It's improved. The opportunities are better. More companies are coming. But along with that opportunity, there are going to be people who are going to want to take advantage of people. And that's unfortunate. But if you take your time, if you do your diligence, if you make your phone calls, if you don't have a friend who's a lawyer, make sure that you run the ideas past other people who have done investments. And that's the way to protect yourself. Be patient. Don't be in a rush to make money. Make sure that your process is very, very good.
The unique thing about Ghana's market is that even with government bonds, which are, we call treasury bills here, which are the most stable you can find anywhere. Almost everyone would say for government bonds, you can never go wrong. The rates often change. And so you find that some 2-3 years ago, government bonds were selling for as high as 22-23%. We are in 2019, so let me be accurate. So about some 3-4 years ago, you could find that government bonds were high. Now government bonds are selling for about 13-14%. So some would say that even with those stable regimes, there is a sort of rush to get a good rate, else you won't make that much money.
Well, let's put it this way: interest rates and return is a reflection of risk. All right, so if you're getting a 20% return on a government bond, what that means is that the public market is saying that's a fairly risky investment. That's what it's saying. So even if it is a government bond, that's saying that there's not a lot of confidence in the general market for that return. Otherwise, everybody would be pouring their money in, and the government would lower the interest rate. So the fact that the interest rate has gone from, you said, 19% down to now 13%, and 13% is an outstanding return. That means that people are starting to get more and more confident in the government, which is great. That means that institutions are saying, you know what, I think this is a good place to get a solid return, and more money is pouring in. So for the listeners, when you see high returns, understand that generally means high risk. Every investment, there is no such thing, and I mean this sincerely, there is no such thing as a guarantee of a return on an investment. It is all about being able to assess your risk.
So if I hear, for instance, that I'm getting 30% or 40% in a month, and I should come and give them $15,000 or $20,000 to get that,
you call me up and I'll tell you don't do that. I will personally go through the investment to help you understand what the risks are. Because if you're getting that type of return and somebody's saying, "Oh, give me $30,000 or $40,000," I'm going to question that very seriously.
Now, there's something I have observed about the recent turbulences we've had, and the recent popularity of the term Ponzi scheme in Ghana. The financial literacy of your average investor out there is not as high as we would like it.
Mm-hmm.
And so people don't understand. For instance, there's a basic principle of if you don't understand an investment, don't put your money there. But people don't know the basics of what an investment should be, what the gold prices should be, who the proper regulators are.
Right.
So that we can do the proper due diligence checks. You are coming from a more formalized economy with more older systems. Would you say that is an African-specific problem, and how do businessmen go around a situation like that?
It's not just an African-centric problem. This is a problem all over the world, including in the United States. Right? The United States, and you guys may have heard of this, had the biggest Ponzi scheme in history.
Yeah,
Bernie Madoff.
Yeah.
Bernie Madoff. Now let's put that into numbers. $50 billion US dollars. 50 billion. That's 250 billion Ghana cedis. That's an absurd amount of money. And this Ponzi scheme was conducted over 20 years in what is supposed to be the most sophisticated economy in the world, with the most sophisticated investors. But what that shows you is that when people fail to do their diligence, because there were plenty of signs that Madoff's scheme was in fact a Ponzi scheme, but people ignored them. They didn't want to do the work. They didn't want to do the diligence. They just relied on word of mouth and reputation as opposed to doing the work. And the biggest investment bankers in the world got taken. The owner of a baseball team in New York, the New York Mets, wiped out the entire retirement of all of their employees. I mean, so sophisticated investors also fail to do the basic due diligence that is necessary. So what do you do as businessmen? I again implore you, do not be in a rush to make money. Take your time. Ask the good questions. Be patient. If somebody is pushing you to take your money and put it into an investment, be cautious. That's a sign to me. Because anybody that's saying, hey, you're going to make all this money, well, why are you pushing me? There should be people pouring into you for this investment if it's so great. No, I want to take my time. I want to refer my friends to it. I want to see your references. I want to see the history of your returns. I would like to see your tax returns. I'd like to see how you do business, that you're conducting business in a proper manner. Those are just the basic questions. And if people are going to avoid that, or they're going to say, then you know what, this is just not for you. The answer should be, you're right, it isn't for me, because I really want to see that you're conducting yourself in an ethical, legal, and have done this over a long term.
Now, it's interesting you mentioned that referrals and the strength of the referrals must be looked at closely, because in your line of business, which is network marketing, it relies heavily on referrals. We have a lot of people coming in to tell you, oh, this is a great investment, and just come for a meeting. When you come in, you just buy this amount of products, and we're in there. So one would ask, what's the difference really?
And that's a great question. We focus on process. So what Max International does, and what we're trying to accomplish, is we again do not focus on making money. Now that sounds odd, doesn't it?
It does.
What we focus on is the correct process, meaning, do we provide, number one, a great product? Are the products great? Do they do what they say they do? Can I validate it through third-party validation? Meaning, can I go to a website that's not Max International that says, hey, ribosine is a great product? Can I have people who aren't making money with Max, working with Max, say, you know what, that product that those guys make is outstanding? Are there third-party studies that validate that the product does what it says it does? So you start with a great product that's independently validated by science and by people who just take the product as a product. Okay, so that's where we start. We start with making a great product. Well, now what we want to focus on is, do we create a business environment where people can succeed? So do we provide free training, which is so important? Every one of our offices in the country, anyone, whether you're a Max associate or just part of the general public, if you want to come in and attend our training sessions, you're welcome to do so. And we don't charge. They're free, completely free. So people are getting a basic business education, basic how you conduct business for nothing. Now, if they want to take those skills and apply them in the Max business, we say that's great, because we think that we do business in a manner that will result in long-term success for the people that interact with our company. Now, what we do after that is, okay, if we do all of those things well, if we reward our associates well, if we create good events, if we create good rewards, if we pay excellent commissions, then hopefully we will make money. So if we engage in the right process from step A all the way through step Z, hopefully it results in us doing well.
So it's more of the process over the product, or should I say over the money?
Over the money.
Yes.
So people,
because there is a product in there.
Yeah, there's a great product in there. But I think that this is something that people have to remember. It's not making money. It's how you make money that matters. What are your actions that you do? What value do you provide to your consumer? What value do you provide to your partners? What value do you provide to the society in which you exist? If you do those things well, then you deserve to be rewarded. And I think that that's the right way to go about it. It's the same way with investing, right? If you want to take your money and you just want to invest it and get a return, that doesn't sound to me like a very good process. If you want to invest your money, do the work to make sure that you're putting your money in a place with people that have integrity, that have history, that have a long-term commitment to the community. Those types of people, then you say, okay, I've done my diligence, I've done my work, I've engaged in a good process, now I can invest, and then I can hopefully make a return.
So check the people out. It's 17 people, but it's 17 minutes. The people are stuck in my mouth. 17 minutes past 9 on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Our guest this morning, of course, I am Daniel Daz, is Joe Voitiki. He is the CEO of Max International. If you're from Tema has a question, good morning, Daniel. Please ask the CEO if Max International is running a pyramid scheme. From the video below, and you add a link, I think so. Well, if you're still with us, Mr. Voitiki will answer your question when we come back.
How I wish I knew where to keep my money now.
Oh, what's there to worry about?
go to the Seed Fund Savings and Loans. They are completely reliable.
Really?
Completely dependable. The Seed Fund Savings and Loans is a whole different experience. You assure the safety of your funds because they constantly pay depositors' funds on demand. No go come, no stories.
Bing!
The Seed Fund Savings and Loans, the safe, reliable, and dependable home for your funds. Ask any Seed Funds depositor. So, stop wishing and call the Seed Fund Savings and Loans on 056 111997 or 056 111998.
The Seed Fund Savings and Loans. Safe, reliable, dependable.
Eja, so you not plaster the house before you paint them?
I dey paint no because I dey use brush coat.
Brush coat?
Yes, so Charlie, it dey reduce my expenditure, Papa. No need to plaster. All you need to do is just paint. It makes your house beautiful, and above all, it is waterproof.
Waterproof?
Yes, so Charlie, I said waterproof. Make your house beautiful today. Move to Interface Limited and get yourself the new technology brush coat. No need to plaster.
Interface Limited is the leading supplier and installer of finishing input materials for the building and construction industry in Ghana. Call us on 0274-999999 or visit our website at www.interfacelimited.com.
Now, this very moment, it's the pulse of possibility, potential, power. It's time.
To make your move.
To take that step.
The time
is now.
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 The great things you do tomorrow start with the small steps you take right now. So take that step with Old Mutual. Call us on 0302-230-638 and make now count. Old Mutual. Do great things every day.
This is the sound of a busy city. A sound of a connected city. Now, listen closely.
Goose na beduai, me chow ATM.
Yeah, try me Airtel Tigo Money. That is the sound of a business owner in Techiman receiving money on his Airtel Tigo Money wallet.
Hey, Aze, remember Panya?
That is the sound of somebody who is going far away but will still stay connected to home.
In 500 meters, turn left.
That is the sound of somebody arriving at their next drop-off point with ease. And this
add 2 cups of flour to the mix and stir briskly for 2 minutes.
Is the sound of a business startup on its way to success. It's important that you focus on the things that matter. That's why Airtel Tigo is placing its focus on you. We put in the work and expanded and strengthened our network so that you can do the same with your network of business, family, and friends. We're here to make life simple. Join today. Airtel Tigo.
Ma, I'm going to the bank to deposit some money. I'll be back soon, okay?
Kofi, with all that has been going on, are you still going to deposit money at the bank?
Oh, ma, don't worry at all. I keep all my money at the bank and it's safe. The Bank of Ghana has taken some bold measures to strengthen our banks and protect our money. This will ensure that the banks have more capital to do their business and are better governed so that they can protect the money we entrust to them. Banks will also be able to provide better services to their customers and support more businesses and the economy as a whole.
Wow, Kofi, that is very good. We should continue to keep our money in the banks and not take them to unlicensed institutions which promise us the moon and yet run away with our money. Kofi, go and deposit your money at the bank and come back quickly for your lunch. Their punchy cracker is almost ready.
Bank of Ghana, promoting a safer and resilient banking system.
Darling, wake up. What time did you say your meeting was again?
It's by 8 a.m.
You're kidding, right? It's almost 7:30.
What? I'm going to be late. This may cost me the deal. Before I have my bath, before the trotro get filled up, before I...
Quickly freshen up. I will help you request a ride on Uber.
Uber in this area?
Exactly, in our area.
Baby, I'm ready.
So is your Uber ride.
Request a ride with Uber in Accra at any time and get to your destination with convenience. Uber, where to?
Joy 99.7 FM. Joy 99.7 FM.
Twenty-four minutes past 9. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. My name is Daniel Daze. Thanks for staying with us. My guest in the studio is Joe Voitiki. He is the CEO of Max International. I'm sure you've heard of them. Yep. And Joe is here to tell us basically how to spot things like fraud, Ponzi schemes. And we've been talking a bit about that in the past few minutes. And a question just came in about pyramid schemes. And Joe is going to help us answer that in a moment. But if you're looking for an expert to handle your insurance needs, remember, insurance is also a kind of investment. So when you give out your money to insurance companies, you should be careful how you're giving it out and what you're investing in, really. So that's why you need J&G Insurance Brokers. They are brokers who analyze your insurance needs first of all, and negotiate the best terms with an insurer with an excellent track record in paying claims. You have no problem if you go to Dr. Gideon Amenyedo and his team. They're a one-stop shop for everything insurance. So talk to them now. Call Doctor on 0244 333 335 or 0504 333 335. You can also visit our website at jnginsurancebrokers.com or email us on info@jnginsurancebrokers.com. You can also interact with us on our Facebook page at J&G Insurance Brokers. Our website is also interactive 24/7. J&G Insurance, negotiating a great insurance deal is our business. Now, here are the benefits when you ride with Uber. Quick time of arrival, usually between 2 and 5 minutes, so reliable. Upfront fares, which eliminates the need to haggle, and you can pay by either card or cash. Affordability is assured. Now, if you are around Kolebu, Mamprobi, Bukum, Latebiokoshi, Kaneshi, Accra Central and its environs, visit the newly opened ADB Bukum Arena branch at the Bukum Boxing Arena for all your banking needs and more. There's a special surprise for any customer who performs a transaction this week ending tomorrow, Friday, January 18, 2019. So open an account, invest in your account, subscribe to any e-banking products like Visa Card, MTN Mobile Money, Airtel Tigo Money, bill payments, mobile banking, SMS alerts, among others, and receive an instant surprise. Conveniently, receive your Western Union, MoneyGram, Ria, UnityLink, Transfast, and Express Money transfers for more surprises. For further inquiries, please call us or contact us on Facebook, www.agricbank.com, or call our hotline 0302 210 210. ADB, truly, Agric, and more. I'm coming back to my studio guest, Joe Voitiki. Now, Ifya from Tema had a question before we went on a break, and we have looked a bit at a video talking about what a pyramid scheme is and all those details. But in your own words, what do you run, and is it a pyramid scheme?
Well, no, we are not a pyramid scheme. In no way do we even resemble a pyramid scheme. And fundamentally, if you're looking at network marketing companies, look for where people are given bonuses for recruitment and not bonuses with respect to the sale of a product. That's very, very important. You want compensation plans that reward people for actually selling product. That's very, very important. Tie a sale to a product, and that's be a classic sign that it's not a pyramid scheme. If people are being given bonuses for just bringing people in the door, then you start to have concerns. That would be number one.
But doesn't Max give bonuses for bringing people in?
No, not for recruitment. That again wouldn't be tied to the sale of a product. So we will never do that, and it should not be done. It is one of the practices that a direct selling association would find to be very problematic.
Okay.
So we don't do that. We never will do that. Never have done that. And it would be a classic sign of a pyramid scheme.
So what are the reward schemes, the compensation schemes on Max?
Well, we have a number of ways that people can be compensated. So it depends. There are things called matching bonuses, where if you bring in a person and you have sponsored them and they do the business properly and they're recruiting people and selling good product, you will get what's called a matching check with respect to the people who are on your team. There are also bonuses with respect to team bonuses. So depending on how much sales your team is doing, you can collect various bonuses. If you achieve ranks within the business, you become eligible for various award trips. You can go to the Royal Senchi. If you become a gold associate and you hit a gold ranking 3 times, this year we're taking people to Dubai. If you rank to diamond, we're taking people to Sun City in South Africa. So there's just a number of different ways to be rewarded in the Max compensation.
But I still hear and read of a lot of rewarding rooted in the size of your team, being the number of people that you brought in. And that still raises questions about whether or not it's a pyramid scheme.
Well, if you relate it to the number of people in your team, then and you're rewarded based upon the number of people in your team as opposed to the number of sales that go on in your team. Those are two different things entirely, right? So if you have a big team and there are no sales, there will be no commissions, right? If you have a big team and the team is producing sufficient sales, then there will be. So all of the commissions are always tied to sales. Always. It is never tied to simply the number of people in your team.
But if I'm a team member, I buy the products, right?
Sure. You buy the products. We have a system that you are required, if you want to qualify for commissions, you have to have 100 what we call commissionable volume personally, meaning you have to buy 100 PV of product to qualify you for commissions.
Oh, okay. So when you buy them, am I giving commissions based on how much I sell them, or I'm giving commission because I bought them?
You are qualified to receive commissions. You are considered then an active associate.
Okay.
Right?
Right. Okay. So as long as I have bought the product, it means I qualify for commissions.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Right. It's 29 minutes to the top of the hour. I have a question here from Twitter. WS Amiemu, I hope I mentioned your name well. How much have you paid in tax so far? How much have you taken out of Ghana or reinvested back into the economy? And let's start with this last one. Has the FDA approved your products?
Oh, absolutely. So the first thing we did when we got to Ghana, we hired one of the most ethical men that I've ever met in my life, a gentleman named Augustine Koku Kokor. He's a retired pharmacist, former police commissioner, and just one of the finest gentlemen that I have ever met. And he took our products to the FDA. Now, you have to remember, this man is a pharmacist, a lifelong, loyal Ghanaian. I mean, he loves this country like you can't imagine. And he first told me, no, Joe, I'm not going to bring any more bad products into Ghana. And I said, oh, KK, please just take a look at the science behind the products. He evaluated the science behind the products and found that it was remarkable. He then took the products to the FDA, and all the products are now registered. And KK is now our general manager in Nigeria. So the science behind our products, you can rest assured, is outstanding. Because if it could get through KK's scrutiny and then go through the FDA, we're very confident that our products are made at the highest level possible.
So we have the FDA approval. So what about taxes, and how much have you repatriated out of the country and reinvested?
We reinvest constantly. So we started with one office in Accra, and that was in 2013 and early 2014. We now have 6 offices around the country. So we constantly have reinvested. We constantly reinvest to improve the facilities that we have. We reinvest and hire people. So we've hired and we promote from within. All of our offices are managed by women, Ghanaian women, and of course they all have been here their whole lives, and we've helped train them, and they become incredible professionals. So we probably have hired now, if I have to guess, we probably have about 70 people on staff around the country, and we're just going to continue to expand and continue to grow and continue to reinvest in this great, great country.
Right. You're still live on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. I have a final follow-up on this one, but I'll give you the chance, listening to us at home, to call in and ask any questions that you have. The phone lines again are 0244-340-437. You can also call 0302-216-541, 0302-216-541. All right. There's a challenge with capital flight in Africa, which is why I would ask you to be more specific. In sub-Saharan Africa in 2014, between $36 billion and $69 billion left our shores.
Yep.
Yeah. So are you able to put a number on how much? Yes, you have offices, you have people. Are you able to put a number on how much?
I didn't come with our books. I didn't audit the books, so I don't want to give this number as like an exact figure.
The ballpark figure.
So let me just do a quick calculation over the years. In terms of commissions paid, we're probably north of, and this is being conservative, we're probably north of 150 million Ghana cedis paid into the country. In terms of taxes, I don't have an exact figure, but I can promise you we pay import tax on every product that is shipped in, so that's duties. So every product comes in, we pay that tax. Any profit that we make, we have to pay tax on that. So we pay taxes as a good corporate citizen every year without fail.
And how much left the country shows? I want to take that, but Ben is on the line from Kokomlemle. Good morning, Ben.
Yes, Daniel, how are you?
I am blessed. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Great.
Most of these network companies elsewhere in the world, Europe and America especially, they've been banned, because of the way that they operate, the pyramid structure. So I'm wondering why in Ghana we have so many of them, so many. And they are just, they'll tell you bring 10 people and then, you're going to climb, higher. They take your money. You don't know what investments they are doing. They promise you travel deals here and there. So I think that we ought to scrutinize these companies critically, because for me, I think most of them are just duping people, because if my money goes into your business, I'm supposed to be making returns on it, not just you recruit me, I pay some money, now I have to go and sell a product here and there. So as a gentleman, for me, if in America his business is registered there, and if his business would be allowed, if not, why?
Okay. Thanks, Ben. So you want to know if Max International is registered in the US. Right. Richie is on the line from Newtown. Good morning, Richie. Good morning, Richie.
Yeah, good morning.
How be?
Yeah, good. Daniel, quick one. I just wanted a quick clarification on something. There's this group. I don't know if I should mention the name, but is it proper for me to mention the name?
No, don't. Go ahead.
Okay. So there's this group which I am into now, and they're saying that I bring like a couple of people, and then I stop paying a certain amount at the end of the month, and if I'm able to hit that target, I get to qualify to receive some amount of money.
Yeah.
Just wanted to be sure and find out from your guest if stuff like this are true. Because aside that, I think it also comes with traveling opportunities where, like, as in once you sign on, like, you can travel, you can take your first traveling experience and stuff like that at a very reduced amount, like something like that. So
right.
Just wanted to find out if it's legitimate.
You want to know if they are legitimate?
Yeah.
Right, thanks. I'm going to go to Tamale now and hear Abdul Basit. Good morning, Abdul.
Tamale now and hear Abdul Basit. Good morning, Abdul.
Yeah, good morning.
Abdul, please turn off the decoder, okay? Because it's delayed there. We are hearing it here.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then ask your question.
Yeah. My question is that is that how do they do their employment? How do they apply to get appointment to the group?
Okay, we'll tell you that. How do you apply to be employed?
A member, right?
A member.
Yeah.
You mean like a marketer, like a member of the group?
That's right.
All right. Yeah, I'm sure he'll give out that information as well. 0302216541. We have about 3 questions. Let's take care of them before we go ahead. Ben from Kokomeme wants to know your registration details in America.
So we are a U.S. company. We're based out of Salt Lake City, and we operate currently in 15 countries around the world. And we are very scrutinous about making sure we're ethically in line. We do not just take people's money. It is, and there's a misnomer when people think that this is an investment. No, it's not just an investment where you put money in and then you get a return. This is an opportunity for people to become part of the organization, work, get trained, and sell products and make commissions. It's very different than an investment in, say, a stock or an investment in, say, real estate. This is opportunity-based, where people come in, are trained, and then can sell products. Now, to the point about pyramid scheming, and I think this is very important because I absolutely welcome...
Yeah, let's take James's question, and you would have a lot of time to address this.
Sure.
Yes, so let's take James from Kolebu's question. Good morning, James. Unfortunately, we lost you. Try calling us back. 0302216541. All right. Yes, so Joe, you go ahead now.
Okay, so with respect to pyramid scheming, I can stand here and tell people that we're not a pyramid, right? Because I'm the CEO of Max International. What else am I supposed to say? The only way that we can validate this is if I'm willing to open ourselves up for scrutiny, for somebody to come in and look. So I'm going to put this challenge out to everybody here and everybody at Joy, who I think you guys are doing a fantastic job of helping to inform the public about things that are going on. It's a critical role, and I think it's so important. I saw a news story yesterday where you had a lawyer come in. I think her name was Amanda Clinton.
Yes.
And she was very impressive in terms of her passion for defense of the people who had been taken advantage of in this current pyramid scheme. I would say if you guys would like to hire her to come in and look at our books, I'll give her free access, complete access to look at absolutely anything she wants to. And then we can all come back in here on air and go through the report.
Right.
So this way people can see from a third party that I do not know that can come in and validate whether Max is legitimate. So
Right.
that's just an open invitation.
To anyone at all.
To anyone who
That's
wants
fine.
to do that. So
That's fine. And a Men's Gold is not really a pyramid scheme. That's a straight up Ponzi scheme.
Straight up Ponzi scheme.
Yes,
Correct.
yes. So,
But I
well,
do think-
alleged. Let me punctuate my. It's an alleged straight up Ponzi scheme.
Yes.
It's not really doesn't have the pyramid compensation plan that.
What I'm just trying to emphasize here is
I get your point. I'll let you continue, but sorry, the callers are coming in their numbers, so let's give them a few minutes. Mansuru is on the line from Laboni. Good morning, Mansuru.
Good morning, Mr. Daniel. How are you doing?
I am blessed. How are you?
I'm good by all grace.
Awesome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm just a new associate on Max, and I need some little bit of clarification. I joined and I was told I would pay commission by recouping, involving getting most of my friends on board and stuff. But it's like flowing the conversation. It's more like it's not just about getting people on board that you get commissions for, but the products. So I don't know whether it was.
We'll have him explain. We'll have him explain that to you again. How about that?
Okay.
Thanks, Mansuru, for calling.
Thank you very much.
Kofi is on the line from Wesley. Gone. Good morning, Kofi. Kofi. Yes, Kofi. Can you turn off the radio by you, or if it's a decoder? We are getting some feedback here. It's off now?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, let's hear you.
All right. So I'm trying to find out from Mr. Wojcicki. There are a lot of companies around, and what makes Max unique as opposed to a lot of these other network marketing companies, and why would someone want to rather go with that opportunity as opposed to other companies? And if you could answer that for me.
Thanks, Kofi, for calling from Wesley. Gone 0244340437. That's the call line. You can also call 0302 216 541. 0302 216 541. I'm going to take just about 2 more calls. Then I would finish off with the phone calls. All right. But before I do that, let me take the answers to the last few questions that we had. But you wanted to make a final point on the pyramid scheme.
Yes. So I would open us to the level of scrutiny that's necessary for people to feel comfortable, right? Because we are all here to try to perform a public service, and that's bring real, long-lasting opportunity. So what I'm saying is if there's a third party that wants to come in that we can agree will come in and take a look at what we do and make sure and validate that our accounting practices are sound, that our legal practices are sound, that our importing practices are sound, and that we are a company that is actually serving the community legitimately, I am very happy to do that because I think that it's important that we have openness with the community that we want to serve because they should feel safe. Now, why is Max special and better than, and I would encourage people to come to Max over other companies? Well, we have a patented molecule that's called ribosine. And what ribosine does is helps your body to produce a very important substance called glutathione. And glutathione is in every single cell in our bodies, and it helps to remove toxins. It helps your body recover. It is the center of your cellular health. So the science behind our products is more valid than any company that I have ever seen. And so that's what makes our products effective. We're not just any other company with any other product. We have a very special product. It's patented. Nobody else has it. And it's very, very, very effective. Now, number 2, the other reason to join Max is our leadership.
Yeah, so let's take James again. James has tried to call back. Hello, good morning, James.
Hello, good morning.
Grace, let's hear you.
All right. So I really, really want to tell the CEO that I'm so grateful. I've been a Max associate for the past 6 months, and the personal development from these trainings are so amazing. This is an amazing training that, ever since I started going to the Max trainings, it has really shaped me in terms not of business, but in terms of general thinking. And these training sessions have really helped me improve my self-development, and I'm so grateful for that.
Thanks, James, for calling. Thanks so much, James.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So this is Eunice I have on the line. Eunice, where are you calling us from? Hi, Eunice.
Hello. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Ask your question, Eunice.
Okay, please. I heard about the Joy FM talent. I wanted to find out if
Eunice, you're asking about the Kids Olympics. Okay, hold on and speak to my producer. Yes, we have Kids Olympics coming up. It's quite the rave, Joe. You want to
awesome.
Stay and watch it. But it's going to be cool. So we want to wrap up. I just found an interesting article here. Good morning to you, Nanaya Akwanda, head of the Bureau of Public Safety. You're listening. I just found an interesting article here that you were hit with a patent infringement lawsuit back in 2010. How did that pan out? From a Tri-Pharma LLC. You've heard of Tri-Pharma LLC?
Yeah, that was that lawsuit went nowhere. It was just a frivolous suit that was filed, and it just really just got dismissed. So.
It's important because one of the key elements of Max International is a product, and what you were telling us.
This product we don't sell. It was a weight loss product that was introduced called WLX back in 2009, 2010. We don't sell that product anymore, and the lawsuit ended up going absolutely nowhere.
Right. So it's 30 minutes to the top of the hour. We'll take the last batch of messages. Then Joe Voitike, who is our guest this morning, CEO of Max International, will give us his final words. Stay with us.
Same great bank, helping you grow.
Do you have challenges transferring money to your friends or customers with accounts at other banks? Are you worried at the delays with other banks' checks you deposit into your account? Do you have challenges paying your workers or suppliers instantly across banks? You don't need to wait for 2 days anymore. Walk into any ADB branch today and send your money instantly to any account in Ghana, or link ADB Instant Pay to your accounting software for all salaries and payments. You can also access ADB Instant Pay service on our mobile banking app, internet banking, and star 767 hash. ADB, truly a Greek and more.
Hey Ghana, are you ready for the hottest fashion looks from MRP? Mr. Price, also known as MRP, is bringing you ladies, men's and kids wear at unbelievable prices. It's the perfect time to stock up on denim, dresses, chinos and other fashion essentials. So head on over to MRP at Accra Mall, West Hills Mall, Junction Mall and Achimota Mall to get your shop on. Don't miss out. Your wardrobe will thank you.
Eya pasi ye nyina ye hye odin tue ya si o. Eya me de se me frɛ no Kofi Ababi obeko. Ewom se mani agide nanso me wura ho won kwada ye nan nyina achi. Me wura ho yie. Oh, adan. Kofi Abama mani agi o. Nanso me wura ho yie. Efise na menim se Ghana ha enkwada bebre na tai wo bosom ye dikan a ya won no mu. Enya sem papa kra. Awo no ye bete kra o. Beki ya die se abofra no ebeto ho a pe na anti midwife ka kire nse o se Kofi ehya ase no mnufunsuo be sima aduasantem na hwe Kofi wanya kwadro kra sima aduasantem pepepe na o hya ase se onum nse Kofi a kire ye mreso dio no ho so aye din yie meni beki kra fa adwen se wobosum nsie edikan no mu no nufunsuo nko na ye de be ma Kofi
yaw opese oku ba no won nsuo kra wo ma ne bi bone ben
midwife ne se bosum nsie edikan no nufunsuo abofra no ebe no mu no obenya na aduane ani nsuo nyina ewom
eye no kware ehu hia se na wotwe a edikan no maame no ene ne ba no ebeba ayaresabia
bekini yaw maya die ayiko
menimu ye adwen beki eni wo ne ba no ho pa na ohwese inframapo enko nimu na bibia ohun se enko yie ewo abofra ne ho no okatre hospital ejumayefo no
bekini yaw me from Bantama champion ewo nkoda hwemu abrabo pa boni yie eye dada adiyo nkai boy Every Ghana Health Service any USA ID ho.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold, and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
Super Morning Show.
Eight minutes, so we wrap up here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. My name is Daniel Dazi, here with Joe Voitiki. He's the CEO of Max International. My. Are there questions coming in? Life has blessed us with more than we could ever ask for. Thank you for being the perfect gift to us. Happy birthday, Curtis Kwabla Perry Okujeto. Deputy Minister for Sports. Today is your birthday. We love you deeply, from your wife Frances and daughter Seri, and also from us here. Enjoy 99.7 FM, live to be 99.7 and beyond. Also, a happy birthday to Assistant Revenue Officer Jerry Gao of Customs Office Accra, Jamestown.
So you don't need to wait for me, I know.
Okay, so Amiamu sends this one in again. So you said how much you paid, but you didn't say how much you took out of the country. Yes, so he's sent another promise that we should get that figure.
Sure, I don't know. I know that we pay for product. So anything that we import to the country, the Ghana subsidiary pays to the U.S. If we've exported profit is what I think the question is after. But there's been a lot of different factors that have to go into how you calculate profit. When we first got to Ghana, the CD was exchanged at $1 to 2.4. It's now $1 to 5, which puts a lot of pressure economically on a U.S. company because we are importing goods here, and now we're receiving a devalued currency. So I can't tell you even if we've made very much profit because of that devaluation of the currency. I can assure you that we intend to be here and we intend to invest continuously into this market because we believe in Ghana. This is my favorite place to come, and it is so fantastic to come here, to come to all of West Africa, because I think that this is an opportunity for everybody to grow together and build something special over the long term. I mean, when people talk about the removal of dollars, it's not just the removal of dollars that's happened here. It's the removal of talent, the removal of people, the removal of belief. And what I want to say to everybody that's listening, we believe in West Africa. We believe in Ghana. We believe in Nigeria. We believe in Cote d'Ivoire. We believe in us as a people. And we believe that this is the time to invest here. We believe this is time to build here. We believe that there is more talent here than people can imagine. And the things that we can accomplish if we all work together at building something special will be epic. And people will not want to leave. People should want to stay because this is a great, great place to do business. It's a great place to grow. It's a great place to live. And so if we come together as a community, you're going to see that how much we have to offer.
Awesome. But unfortunately, you're unable to give us a hard figure, even a ballpark figure.
I don't know. I can tell you that we've invested. I can be assured we've invested more than we've taken out. That's for sure.
Okay. Right. So Joe Voitiki was our guest this morning. Before you go, though, we're talking about something over the break about how network marketing has seemed to become like a career in Ghana, where people push one company, next thing you know there's another one, next thing you know there's another one.
Yep.
So yes, you do say that Max International intends to be around for a long time, but then again, this is the CEO of Max International speaking. What else should he say?
Well, what else will I say is that if you look at the people that we have and associate ourselves with, our leaders, right? Our diamond leadership, our platinum leadership, these are people who are so committed to the development of the country, to the training of the country. When you listen to that last caller talk about the personal development, it's because we as a company, not just we as corporate executives, but our field leadership is committed to the training and the personal development of the young people of the country who deserve it, who deserve a great opportunity.
Right.
And so the difference between us and a lot of the other companies where people are jumping from place to place to place to place, I think that's because the companies aren't offering something that's real and that they're not offering something that's lasting, right? We are continuously reinvesting in our people, in their personal development. And again, I don't care if it's a person who's in Max or not in Max. What we're here to say is, look, come to Max's offices, get trained. Understand, we started this conversation talking about, well, how do you not make bad investments? Well, it starts with training people and teaching people what to look for, teaching people about ethical business practice, teaching people about how to build good relationships, teaching people how to do good due diligence. The only way to do that is to reach out to them and offer that education for nothing.
Thank you very much, Joe Voitiki. He's a CEO for Max International.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a super day.
You too.
So this is where we bring an end to today's Super Morning Show. We began by speaking to lawyer Kisie Jabing, his legal counsel for Anas Arimia.